Hey everyone, welcome to our weekly live and team training conference call live stream. One of these days I'm going to stop saying conference call once and for all. But welcome everyone. Thank you for joining tonight. I'm going to give the whole crowd, our crew, our weekly crew, a chance to get connected on Facebook Live and get plugged in so we can start our training. Looking forward to seeing you guys and hearing your wins for the week and all of the things that you're celebrating, all the things you've accomplished, all the things that you're working on. As I said last week, I'm pretty sure you guys have quite a few things that you're working on with all the activities that we have going on here. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you and seeing your celebrations for the week. So let's just give everyone a minute to get plugged in, jump on the stream, and post their likes and their wins for the week. Okay, so I'm inviting people and you guys are logging on. I see you, girl. Welcome, Tiffany. Thank you for joining. Welcome, Jessica. Hey, gorgeous. How you doing? Hey, Anita. How are you? How is your week? I hope you guys are having an awesome week. Lots of stuff happening, lots of great things. I know you guys are all excited. I've been following you guys on Facebook, seeing the messages that you're posting. A lot of you guys have been texting me and sending me the things that you're doing, the things that you're celebrating. And I'm just kind of happy to be a part of it. It's kind of a whirlwind of things, but it's great. Hey, Lisa, welcome. So today's live stream, we're actually going to be focusing on building our customer base. I'm going to be talking about it and sharing some tips and ideas with you, but as usual, this stream is live and there's a chat box for a reason. It's not just to be a one-way conversation. It's of course to get you guys talking and sharing ideas amongst yourselves, supporting and encouraging each other, sharing ideas. As I see them come up on the live stream, I'll share them out loud. And for those of you who don't know yet, I do post the replay. Of course, this video stays on my Facebook page for, I don't know, however long Facebook keeps them. But I also have a YouTube channel. So if you've missed a live stream and you don't feel like scrolling through my entire personal Facebook feed, you can jump on over to YouTube. Or if you have team members who maybe aren't on Facebook, some of our team is not on Facebook, we do get connected on the YouTube channel, which is under my name, Georgiana H. So if you go to youtube.com/C/Georgiana H, you will find me and you will find a backlog of all the videos. I've only mentioning that because I got 2 requests this week and people were concerned because they were like, they can't get into the stream and get connected because they don't have Facebook, whether, you know, they're just not into Facebook or because they can't get on. And I was like, no, that doesn't mean that you can't participate. We still have the YouTube channel, so you can still get plugged in, post your comments on the bottom. And I'll be honest with you, I love when you guys, even when we finish the stream, tomorrow morning I'll be getting messages like people saying, hi, how are you? These are the things that I'm celebrating. These are the things that I'm doing. And it's like the conversation just continues. So that is always great. I love that. And I love that you guys are so vocal and that you guys are participating and sharing your ideas. I, for one, love the community that we have here on Facebook and, you know, within the Avon world. So it's always nice to hear from you guys and see you guys supporting each other. I really love when you guys, even this week I've been on calls for other representatives and I'll see a message like, hey, you know, so-and-so, and I'm like, okay, they know each other from the Facebook. I see them talking and, you know, someone might shout me out. I'm like, hey, yeah, I've seen you from the live stream. So I'm really liking the community that's forming. That is so what it's all about. So let's see who we have on the call so far. So what I like to do is give it a couple of minutes because I know it takes people a little time to get settled in. Some of you guys are just coming home. Here in New York, it's 8 o'clock. I know we have different time frames. Our team spreads across the entire US. So I know in Cali, you guys are probably just getting off from work. So shout out to you guys in Cali, Miss Brenda and her team out in California. And I know that a lot of you ladies are calling in from all the different states from, you know, all over the US. So I know we're all in different time zones. So some people are just getting home, some people are just wrapping up dinner and winding down, and some people are just leaving work. So I of course appreciate you all joining in wherever you are at this point in time. So I think I'm getting a signal saying my connection is weak. Hopefully we'll be able to hold the call and not have any choppiness or lost signals here. I turned off my PC, and hopefully no one in my house is streaming stuff to take away from our connection. So, all right, let's see. Hey Renee, how are you? And Miss Kathleen, Chris, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Hi, Miss Joyce, how are you? Let's see. Look, see, there's Renee saying hi to everybody else. Hope, how are you? Welcome to the call. Now, Hope, I know you have some good news to share, so I want to see some celebration happening in the chat box from Hope. Hey, Jessica, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hi, Minnie, how are you? Welcome to the call. Oh, Jess, you're so sweet. I love you too. Okay, I'm freezing again. Hopefully it'll stay with us for a little while. So I'm seeing you guys saying hi to each other in the chat box. So I'm loving that. But don't forget to put your wins for the week in there. I want to know what you guys are celebrating. For me, I forgot to tell you, I forgot if it was Janet S or Jessica Z who said to me that as soon as I get off the call, I'm going to remember what I said, because we were talking about our wins for the week and I couldn't remember mine. Go figure. But whenever I have these calls, I come home and I'm like, I just need to, you know, figure out what I'm going to be talking about on tonight's call. And I'm usually so focused on that, I forget my own win for the week. But I actually didn't remember after the call. I didn't remember until the next day during lunchtime when I logged in to finish what I was doing, which was my win for the week. So I'm carrying over last week's win for the week into this week. I'm going to take a free pass on this one. You guys can call me out on it. But I actually updated my blog last week. I was working on making some updates. For those of you who don't know, my website is bossladies.com. Boss with a BAUS, which stands for Beauty, Acumen, Upliftment, and Success. I love the acronyms, don't I? Us architects love the acronyms. Not that I'm a real architect, I'm not licensed yet, but I'm working on that. But yeah, we do love the acronyms. So my website is bossladies.com, and I made some changes to it, not last week, but the week before. And I was just testing out the links, and I was just happy that they were all working. So my win for the week was that I had updated my blog. I had gotten a blog post up. And then this past weekend, so I do have a win for this weekend as well. I finished another video that I'll be posting hopefully this week. I've fallen behind on my YouTube videos, but hopefully I'll be getting caught up again. But these videos I've been trying to post to YouTube so that those of you, as I said, who were saying that you can't get onto Facebook to see it, can still get onto YouTube to watch it and keep apprised of what's happening in the Avon world. So let's see, what are you guys celebrating this week? What are your wins? Oh wait, I'm seeing hellos. I think we have a superstar on the car. It's Milagros. Hey Millie, how are you? All right, so Anitra says wins since it's not over yet. She's prospecting tomorrow in Queens. Wait a minute. You came back to my neighborhood and I didn't get a call or a text? What? Okay, I know I can't come out tomorrow because I have to work. But I didn't know you were going to be in Queens. I want to see some pictures. Shout out, girl, to the Queens people. She doesn't live in New York anymore, so she left her state to come all the way over here. So I hope I get to see you a little bit before you go back to your hometown. Even though this is your hometown, once you're from here, you'll always be from here. You just happen to live temporarily somewhere else. But that's awesome. So she's got a prospecting event tomorrow, and she's got a new customer and a new teammate. Yes, you did, girl. Congratulations. Welcome to the team, to your new team member. And I was speaking to her today. Hopefully we'll get to see her on the call. Sorry, this stream of text conversations just went flying and I lost my train of thought. Okay. There we go. Anitra said she received a new customer and a new teammate. So congrats to you, girl, tracking for for your vacation in the Bahamas, I see. Awesome. Uh, let's see. Uh, Getting some highs and the lows. Jessica said, get back to those videos. I'm trying. Jessica is also my inspiration for videos because she has an amazing YouTube channel and she is always posting. So I love how you guys are sharing your YouTube videos and posting your haul videos and your training tutorials and your tips. It's not just, me, which is great. So follow each other too, because no matter how long you've been doing this, I call myself an old Avon rep but I'm like a baby because I'm 13. I've been with Avon for 13 years. But I'm a preteen for the Avon ladies. I'm a preteen Avon rep. But regardless of how many years I've been doing this, I learned so much from everyone else. I learned so much from the new people. I learned a lot from the older representatives. Not older in age, but older in length of association. the LOAs, 300s and 500s, and thousands. But the people who have been with it for a while, older, not age. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Millie, she's funny. Oh, Anitra says she'll be back the whole week. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We have to plan some events together. As you know, Thursday's my day off, but it's going to snow. So I will be looking at different prospecting activities that we could do despite the weather. Hopefully we can get together and collaborate a little on that. Oh wow, Renee has a big win for the week. Okay, so Renee Baker says she just gave up her part-time job of 22 years to start building her business. She's stepping out on faith. But you go, girl. Congratulations. I wish I had like animation for like confetti. I need to find a videographer to like, I don't know, get in some confetti in this video. But awesome. So Renee is leaving her part-time job and she's going to be doing Avon full-time. That is amazing, and I am so excited from you. You were actually the third person that I heard saying that just this week alone. So I'm hearing people who are leaving their careers, their full-time jobs, their part-time jobs, and starting to work their business, their Avon business, their own business where they're the beauty boss for themselves. And for me, someone who's also still working full-time and doing their business on the side, that is amazing and inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing, Renee. Congratulations to you. And look, you know what happens when you step out on faith? You walk in that water and, things work out. So things are going to be coming your way that you could never even have imagined. Just keep the faith. I am pretty sure that you are going to be a super success. Keep doing what you're doing. I see you on here all the time. I know that you're always learning and growing. You're a great mentor to your team. So it's great to see that you're getting to do that. I'm a little bit jealous too. Can't we all just let me stop talking before I get myself in trouble because I still have a job that I need to keep. I don't need my boss watching this like she wants to watch. So once again, congratulations, Miss Renee. You are an inspiration to all of us who are still doing the full-time, part-time thing and having our business on the side. So kudos to you, girl. She said she cried. You know what though? Sometimes those moments where you take those leap of faith are scary, but I feel like we were talking about in the call a few weeks ago, sometimes those scary moments are the life-changing, defining moments of your life. And you'll probably look back on this and remember the nervous feeling and think, what was I thinking? I've got this under control. This is nothing. So, just run with it, girl. You're gonna just do really well with it. Just stick with it. Keep your mind and your head on your body. I know there are going to be some naysayers who are telling you that it's not going to work and that you can't and blah, 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 whatever, nothing. Tell them bye, Felicia, and keep doing you, because at the end of the day, that's who this is about. So I wish you all the success in the world. And I hope that I'll be hearing this more often. Some of us do this on the side of our full-time job, and that's totally fine. I don't want anybody to feel like that's the ultimate goal, even though it is for some of us. But, it's nice to hear that people are stepping out in faith, that are, accomplishing things and doing things for themselves, and, celebrating that they're having that level of achievement. It takes a lot for her to be able to replace an income that she was getting from another business elsewhere. So not only that, but if she's going to be in this, she's going to be in this both feet, because no more one foot in, one foot out, because this is going to be her main breadwinner. So the fact that she was able to take that step, she had to really work her business. I know she was, because I see the pictures on Facebook. So she worked her business to the point where she can get to this level, and she's going to have to continue doing that, because now this is going to be her main source of income. So, it does take a lot of faith to do that, but she also has earned her position in this area of her life to be able to do that. So that's why we celebrate, because it's not easy, and it takes a strong person and a level of commitment. And I laugh because I always hear people saying things like, oh, you can't make money with that, and oh, you'll never get anywhere with that. And people told me this foolishness too. And it's unfortunate because some people believe it and they limit themselves. And Miss Renee is someone who just totally took the blinders off and expanded her belief window, took the leap of faith, and she's doing it. So again, kudos to you, Miss Renee. We're all super excited for you. All right, so who else has a win for the week? I always say no win is too big or too small, and I kind of made a big deal for Miss Renee, so don't feel like, okay, well, I didn't leave my job, so I have nothing to celebrate. Still, come on, guys, we've got other things to celebrate. What other things are we celebrating this past week that we've accomplished, that we're planning, that has happened to us in our lives? And remember, there is nothing too big or too little. Who is, like Anitra, planning events for the week? Who is celebrating getting out of the comfort zone, getting out of their shell for the first time? If you're a new representative, I don't know, maybe you shared your first brochure with a customer. Whatever it is, share it in the chat box so that we can encourage you and cheer you on, because we're all a part of this family and in this together. And you see how we celebrate when people achieve things. And it's funny because I don't think I've ever met Miss Renee in person, but we talk here on the call. So it's kind of like, that's my homegirl. All of us, Renee, Kathleen, both the Jessicas, Janet, like everybody who's on this call, we're here in each other's houses every week. And it just feels like, the names and the faces are familiar, whether we're on the same team or not. We're on the same Avon family. So, it's great. All right. Wins. What are you guys celebrating? Side note, we have a new campaign. What are they calling it now? Campaign Central, that just came out. So pop in and take a look at it. See what new products we have for the week. I'm really liking the Campaign Centrals. What do you guys think? I like that it's like a little quick burst of information, that they share some selling tips, that they have real representatives on who are sharing their stories and their personal experience. I like seeing other people. I don't know about that. What do you guys think? And it just seems really, I love Michael Steinstack. He's just, as soon as he comes on, I'm like, fashion? What? Home? He just has really cool stuff. And he has an awesome personality. So I'm loving Campaign Central. How about you guys? Have you guys been watching? If not, it's on the Avon USA Representatives YouTube channel. There's also another channel for regular Avon products. They post great videos, tutorials. They have the professional makeup artists whose name I can never remember when I want to either speak to her or talk about her. Lauren Anderson. She does professional makeup tutorials, and I love those because for me as a newbie who's trying to figure out how to use makeup, I watch those videos, I do it on myself, and that's how I figure stuff out. So I love the Avon Products videos, the Avon Products YouTube channel videos. If you haven't seen them, pop over after the call, not now. Give me a couple of minutes, but pop on over, take a look at it, and see what they have. Also, remember to share with your followers. You can share it on social media. You can use the social media app. Again, I'm looking for my cell phone, which I'm recording from, so I can show you guys. I have to figure that out. But there is a social media app that you could download onto your phone, and then you could share stuff from there. Oh, okay. Other big news that I probably should have started with. Now you can share the Avon brochure from your phone. There's a little app link. I'm seeing some hearts. I'm guessing that's for the Campaign Central and the videos. You guys are liking it. Awesome. But there's an app now. Well, not an app, but a link. As a representative with your webpage now, you get a link to the brochure that will connect straight to your e-store that you could share with your customers. So for those of you who are like me, who are running your business from your cell phone, and if you believe like I do that the brochures are so crucial to your business, you know, growing your customer base, introducing customers to new products, sharing what new products we have, it's a great way for you to share using social media, whether it's a text message, posting to Twitter, posting to Pinterest, posting to Facebook, or I actually sometimes will screenshot or download the image. You know, when you, side note trick here, if you click on the green button, which is the text chat bubble, and go to send a text, you can text yourself and save the image and then use that on Instagram or whatever, your website or whatever. So that's just another way. But you can now use a link to share your brochure, and it's a lot more cell phone computer friendly than the old brochures. I noticed, because as soon as it was up, I got in there and I had to test it out. I posted it to all my social media channels already, and I recommend that you guys do the same. But I've also texted it out to a couple of customers. But once you get on there, the old brochure kind of had a little bit of a lag, I guess, because it was, the image was bigger. I don't know. It's technobabble. Doesn't matter. But now when you share it, they click on the link, the brochure pops up, your name is in the top right corner so that they are shopping with you. It's not just like a generic link to the brochure. So when you share that, you are sharing, it's just almost as if your brochure had your label and your name on it. So when they open it up, they can click on the products right then and there and, you know, shop and add things to a cart. So it's not just like a brochure where they flip the pages through. FYI, if they want to look at an older brochure, they do still have to use the old brochure link. I don't know, hopefully Avon will give them the option to browse different brochures. I was kind of poking around. I didn't stay in there too long. Maybe it's in there somewhere. If someone else saw that, let us know. Otherwise, for now, that link through the social media center to the brochure is just for your brochures for the current campaign. But if you don't have the social media app, you can also, let's say you're on your computer, even though you can access the social media app from youravon.com under the, I believe it's web office section where they have all those, that grid of the pink boxes. One of those is for the social media center. So you can use the social media center from your online, like PC, youravon.com website, in addition to the app from your phone. But let's say, for example, you don't want to go through all of that. You can also log into your website. For me, you know, youravon.com / whatever it is. For me, it's youravon.com / Georgiana. You can log onto that site, click on the brochure, and take that address from the address bar and forward to your customers. I haven't tested that, but I was told that it will work that way as well. So start sharing your brochures, guys. Use your social media. Use the apps and the tools that Avon is developing, because they do it for us to make it easier for us. Trust me. I've taken pictures for my blog. It's not easy to get the perfect lighting and the perfect shot, and it usually takes me like sometimes 15 minutes, half an hour to come up with wording to send for posts and for text messages. They do all the legwork for you, so utilize that. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here? Who's celebrating? Marielle, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. So Marielle says it's a great way to learn about the products and key selling techniques. Exactly. Yes. Campaign Central is a great tool for just learning about what's new. Sometimes, you know, we don't know what to talk about with customers. They give you like a quick snapshot of like the best hot products, hot new items, what's new, what's trending, and from a professional standpoint as well as the representative standpoint. Jessica says she loves all the must-haves. I do too. I think all of us Avon ladies have a love of products. Let's see. Jessica says she loves it as well. Okay, also good news. Why don't you guys start off with these things as good news? Like when you log in, this is the thing you should post first, and then you can say hi to me later. So Jessica Z said she's actually going to be a guest on an upcoming Campaign Central. She said Campaign 8. So guys, keep an eye out for the Campaign 8 Campaign Central. Our friend Jessica Z is going to be on there. Surprise, she says. That is an awesome surprise. Those are the surprises I'd like to get. Good job, Jessica. Oh my gosh, I know you're going to have so many great tips to share. I will be watching and liking and sharing with the team because I know you, and you know, it's always nice when someone you know and that you talk to is on these things. So congratulations to you, Jessica Z. Again, start with that. Like, gosh. Congratulations, Jessica Z. That is awesome. Looking forward to seeing you and hearing from you. Did you record it already, or are you in New York? Let me know. We'll go for coffee. I can drink coffee now, so let's go. Anitra says she loves Campaign Central. Oh, Kathleen. So Campaign Central is a little video snippet that Avon does with two corporate representatives, and they usually feature a guest representative. Jessica Z is going to be the one for Campaign 8. But they talk about the new products. They pick a couple of products to feature, and they share the benefits. They share products that are new. They share some selling tips, and they usually have the representative who's a guest share her experience, her selling tips, her tips for training her team. It's short. It's like, I think it's less than 5 minutes. It's almost like when you watch those like late night shows and they do a skit. It's kind of like that. They come on, they do a quick skit, they show the new products, they talk about it, they share it, they give us some ideas for what to share and what to say. So it's a great way to quickly know what new products are coming out, as well as give you some ideas for how to share it. You can also find links. You can find it in two places. On youravon.com, usually when it first comes out, they'll have it a link to it on the youravon.com homepage. I think if you miss it, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Is it under the campaign tools section of youravon.com? I usually watch it either when it first comes out on and it's on the homepage, or if I miss that, I usually just go over to youravon.com. Your Avon USA representatives site, where they've posted all of them. But I tell you what, Kathleen, after this video, I will actually post a link to that to their latest Campaign Central so that you can see what that is. Oh yeah, Milagro said that those videos are also really easy to share. Yeah, we post them to Facebook, to our teams, in our groups, etc. Hey Annabelle, welcome. I'm seeing some congratulations for Jessica. She says she's excited. Girl, you should be. That is amazing. Jessica said, you set the way on doing an awesome job in the first episode. I wish I was going to New York, but I recorded it here at home last week. Oh, okay, so you'll be like Skyping in. That's cool. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you. I forgot that I was the first one. I was like, you set the way? Oh, yes. So I've actually had the privilege of being a guest star on Campaign Central as well. So there are two people on our call tonight who have been featured in that. And I'm looking forward to seeing so many more of you being featured in the Campaign Central as well. I love that they feature different representatives from all across the country, so you get to hear different perspectives and different points of view. So that is awesome, Jess. I'm excited for you. All right, so we chatted it up for a couple more minutes than I had planned to. So let's dive right into tonight's training. So right now, with the incentives that Avon has, there are, not even right now, mostly we focus on two ways to earn, because that's just how you earn in this business. The first way is from sales to your customers, and then the second way is through growing your leadership business. Now, tonight we are focusing on building your customer base, which is equivalent to building your sales. But I also feel like building your sales is also important to leaders as well. And I never want you to feel as a leader. Hey, Janet M, welcome, welcome. See, she always here to help me out with details. So Janet says, for Kathleen, you can also find the Campaign Central in the tab next to Web Office. Oh, they have their own tab. Perfect. So when you log into your Avon.com, there's a tab that says Campaign Central next to the Web Office tab. So you can click on that and see the Campaign Central, and I think they give you some details on the products. Thanks, Janet. So I find that when even if you're a leader, your sales are actually going to be very important. Even if not your sales, your particular sales, but your ability to generate sales, because as leaders, we teach the representatives on our team how to build their orders and grow their sales. So we need to be able to do it ourselves before we can model it for others. And I remember when I first started, I had two streams of thought here. And again, transparency. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't peg myself as a leader when I first started. I didn't think that I would be able to find people who wanted to join, who needed the extra income, who wanted to be led or mentored or coached by a then 17, 18-year-old woman. So that was another thing I pulled myself out of the running for. My district manager spoke about it, and I didn't think that it was for me. So for me, when I first started, and as it is for many of us, when we first start, we tend to just focus on sales. And then usually once we figure that out and say, okay, yeah, I could do this, then we start to build our team, or, our upline or district manager might say, hey, your sales have been great. You're showing consistency in placing your regular orders, placing them on time, placing orders over $250, things like that. And they might have reached out and said, hey, you're doing really well. Have you ever thought about leadership? At that time, when my manager was reaching out to me, I was averaging $100 to $200 in orders. I didn't have ginormous orders by any in any way, shape, or form, but I was placing my order regularly, and my district manager reached out and said, okay, you get this Avon thing. Would you be interested in the team? And I said no. Didn't think I could do it. But she came alongside me, worked with me, and coached me through, and showed me that I could do this. So your ability to sell and to understand how sales work, how to find customers, how to build orders, all of that is actually crucial to you, whether you're just doing sales or if you're a sales leader. So please, if you're a sales leader, don't feel like, okay, well, this is another sales training. I got that. I don't need to know. Because what I found is through growing a team, I learn one way, and everybody on my team learns a different way. And as a leader, you learn different ways to teach what you know to people who learn differently and who have different goals and different dreams and are in different places in their life. So by building your sales skills, you'll be stronger for your team. So in other words, long story short, as a leader, don't knock the sales stuff. It's still crucial. So for me, when I finally, what really made someone get through to me, I think this was probably my second district manager. She explained that your sales, it's like a pizza. When you talk food, I get it. But she knew my language. She was able to speak to me in a way that I understood. So she said, your business is like a pizza. Your sales are the dough. Yeah, you can live off of pizza dough, and a lot of people like dough. It's cool. It tastes good. It's dough. We like bread, right? We're good. And leadership is like the sauce, the cheese, and the pepperoni. It's the icing on the cake. It's icing. I'm so West Indian sometimes. It's the icing on the cake. It's the stuff that makes it like good. So she was like, even if you had like a pizza pie, your sales are like a slice. And then when you start building a team, that residual income is like the other 7 slices in the pie. So she's like, you really round out the whole table when you start to look at building a team and developing that residual long-term income in addition to your sales. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people who just do sales, and that is totally fine. Some people like pie crust or pizza dough. What do they call them? Breadsticks? Some people are good on breadsticks. They're fine with that. But I like to eat. I like to eat. I want the pepperoni, the sausage, the chicken, the cheese, the extra cheese, the peppers, the tomatoes, the sauce, extra sauce, barbecue sauce, throw a little cheese on that crust. Matter of fact, stuff that crust with some cheese. That's how I think. So when she explained that to me, and she kind of got me thinking on that level, like, that is you investing in your future. That's you building up for a rainy day, because you can do 100% of the work yourself, or you could have 100 people each doing 1%, and that'll still equal the full 100%. So Renee saying she also wants the whole pie. Us foodies, we think on the same level. We want that pie with the toppings, what they call it, the works. We want the stuffed crust with the works. So the leadership aspect is stuffed crust, the works, pizza. Everyone else who's okay in breadsticks, that's great. Because at the end of the day, I don't knock the people who just do sales. I don't get it, but I don't knock it. Because if you're at a place in your life where you're hungry and you want to eat, breadsticks are fine. Breadsticks are great. You'll eat it, you'll be full, and it'll carry you over. So sometimes we're at the point in our life where our focus is just on sales. We're not interested in growing our team, whatever. If you guys are leaders and you have people on your team who feel like they're not ready for leadership, that's not where their mind is, that's not what they want to go for, that is fine. Leave them alone. Let them, it's their business, it's their life. Just like at that time, if my manager was like, you have to do this, why don't you want to do this? I don't want to work with you if you don't want to be a leader, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't have wanted to do it. I had to come and understand it on my own. I had to have my own needs. I think at the time I had just graduated and I was looking to really ramp up my income. And, that's how the conversation started. And she was like, well, you're going from being hungry to wanting to eat an entire pie. Let me help you. And she explained it to me. And, that was what bridged the gap for me. So as I mentioned in my call a few weeks ago, if you have someone on your team who's just not ready yet, that is totally fine. That is okay, because it's their life and it's their business. And everyone here is here for different reasons. There are people who are here to get a discount on their products. There are people who are here who just want to sell. And there are people who are here who want to grow a team and build that residual income. And all three of those levels are just fine. And there are people who want to cross over and jump. Maybe for the summer, they want to build a team, and then in the winter, they don't. Fine. It's their business. Let them be. But for me, I just want to explain to you why I see the sales as crucial. They are the base, the foundation, without me getting into architecture speak. But, the pie, if you don't have that crust, you just have pizza sauce and meat. You basically have meatballs. So the crust is the foundation. You got to get that pizza pie dough laid solid. And you'll always be learning. You'll always be learning new techniques for making amazing dough, for new ingredients, for things you can add to spice it up. And that's what these training calls are for. So today I want to share with you what I call the 3 C's of building your customer base. Yes, I just made that up. And yes, I am really excited about it. So pretend with me for a moment here. But so the 3 C's I have, out of them, the first one I have is commit. Because when you're looking to grow your customer base, when you're looking to grow your business as a whole, you have to have both feet in. If you're wishy-washy, if you're not sure about it, if you're in it today, out tomorrow, people pick up on that. And it's going to be harder for you to establish a strong customer base if people feel that. In my neighborhood, there are 13 representatives within my zip code, which is not a huge area. I'm not talking town, I'm talking zip code. There are about 13 reps. And a lot of times I'll run into customers and, potential customers, future customers. I run into people and they'll say something like, yeah, I had an Avon representative. She drops a brochure once a year, but I really don't see her. Red flag for me. They might say, yeah, I see people leaving brochures in the laundromats and the restaurant, but I keep seeing your name. It's a signal for me. So what these people are saying is that the representatives, and I'm not knocking the representatives in my neighborhood, it could just be that the customer, I know somebody in my neighborhood is going to be watching like, not saying anything about the reps in my neighborhood, but I'm talking to the customers that I've spoken with. Maybe they're out. But when I hear that, I'm saying, okay, this person hasn't received constant contact from an Avon representative. So whoever is servicing them, who like dropped the ball, and I'm not gonna sit on here in front like I'm perfect. I drop orders, I forget things, stuff happens. It's just, what's that? Hey JP. Oh, welcome, Jean Pierre. How are you? I saw Renee say hey JP, and I'm like, what? But now I see above. Welcome, JP. So it's not like you want to be feeding, you want to be committed, because your customers will see that. And I've had a lot of people come to order from me who maybe weren't in the past, because they're like, I see you around here all the time. I see you delivering orders to other people. I see you coming regularly. I see you bringing samples. I see you having events. I see you on social media, whatever it is. And that's because for me, this business is something that I'm in for the long haul, for the long run. That I'm not one foot in, I am all in. And apparently when I speak to people, they feel that, and they know that I'm real, and they know that I want to do this, and I'm interested in it. So my commitment level is on a level where they feel like, okay, I could give this lady my money and trust her to come back. And you want your customers to feel like that. If you're not feeling confident in your sharing your business, that will come from you practicing more. I've been blessed with amazing customers in my life who have coached me from that young 17-year-old coming on the come up, who have been there to see my mathematical mistakes in the beginning started, to whatever I'm messing up now, whatever it is. They've been through all of that, and they've seen that. But I've been around. And just today I was talking to a customer, and she was like, I know I haven't ordered for a year, but I still get your brochures. I get a brochure about every month from you, and it's always your name. So little things like that make a difference. Just that constant presence, that commitment. So be committed to your customers, and be committed to yourself and your business, because you just want to be in it for the long haul. And a lot of times if you start reading personal development where it's talking about success and growth, a lot of times you'll see people explaining, hey Isis, welcome. You'll see people explaining, coaching business development leaders explaining that when you want to succeed and see success, you can't be in it today and then quit tomorrow. Your mindset, and I'm always talking about mindset, but your mindset affects the things on the outside. And if you're still, I don't know if this is going to work, this is not really, it will affect the things that you're doing. But if you come at this like Miss Renee, who's like, I'm all in, I'm taking the leap of faith, I'm going the distance, things will be different for you. So my first C is to commit. My second C is to connect. You're going to have to meet people. Shocker, right? Oh, I gotta talk to people? What? I know. But you have to meet people. You have to connect with people. You have to go to networking events. You have to get your brochures out there. Most of the things that we're talking about, the people who are doing videos on training, how to find customers, where to find customers, it all boils down to connections. If you're tossing brochures, you are getting your book in the hands of a person with your name on it. If you are at a networking event, you are giving your business card to another person. If you're going around and talking to people in your neighborhood, whether you're shop specting and giving out sample packs, I made new sample packs and I don't know where I put them. I wanted to show them to you. I will post a picture later. If you're giving a sample pack to a person, you're connecting your face to the fact that you have an Avon business with your sample pack to that person. So it's all about connecting and building relationships. That's why we say, if you can get a phone number, an email address, or something where you can call and follow up. Teresa Paul is always saying F you, follow up. Then you could strengthen that connection to help you develop your customer base. But you've got to connect with people. A lot of representatives they leave the brochures, their starter kit in their closet. They don't get it out there, and they're like, this thing doesn't work. Yeah, no, it doesn't. If the brochures are going to stay in your closet, no, it's not going to work. Now, I am a shy person. Don't make fun, I am. I am at heart, at the core, a shy person. And even now, sometimes I have to psych myself up to get out there and speak to people. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you actually do it. And I have found that getting out there and speaking to people consistently has made a humongous difference in my business and in finding my customers. When I first started, I didn't know anybody, but I knew I had to have customers. I knew I needed to hit sales goals. I knew I needed to sell in order to make a profit. So I got out there. I remember my family reminded me the other day, I used to have a little, one of those, not even a shopping cart, but a little hand truck. One of the ones with wheels that you fold open and you fold clothes and you use the little bungee cords to tie everything to it. I used to take one of those. At the time I wasn't driving, I was underage, but I used to put the brochure box on there, and I would go into I would just go in the neighborhood and talk to people and leave brochures. And if I was afraid to talk to them, I would go to the salons, the beauty salons, the hair salons, the nail salons, the barber shops in the neighborhood and leave 5 or 10. But in doing that, people saw me and they're like, okay, well, there's a little girl who keeps coming back with the Avon brochures, and a conversation would ensue. Or if I was too afraid or too shy, I would ask my mom or my sister to go in and, ask for permission for me to leave the brochures. But leaving that connection was how I found a lot of my customers. A lot of them found the brochure and contacted me. Now, that being said, especially if you're new and you've just gotten the 20 brochures in your starter kit, please do not leave all 20 brochures in the laundromat, the corner, and sit and wait for people to call you. Leverage your brochures, work them, connect with people in your friends and family list, ask for referrals, connect to people we used to do when we first got started something called frogs. When we sat down with a new representative, we would have her list her frogs, her friends, F, relatives, R, O, organizations, G, people within a geographical location, and S, I believe it was social groups that they were involved in. And, use that as a tool to brainstorm and think of people that they can contact. Now, I'm preaching to the choir. When I first started, I didn't know anybody. My list, I showed you guys in a video a few months ago, my list was very short. It was about, I don't think I had 20. And everyone on that list was a friend of someone else in my family, except for maybe 3 who were my own personal friends. I didn't know anybody. I was just, and to this day, a lot of my mom and my friends, my sister's friends, are still customers. But really brainstorm the people that you're going to contact, because you have to get your name, your business, and your brand out in front of people. Right now, as you're starting as an Avon representative, you are becoming your own brand. You are the Avon lady in your area. Lisa Wilbur is always talking about how she branded her car, her house, mostly her car is what we remember, but putting Avon all over her car so that people knew her as the Avon lady. A lot of representatives will say things like, and this is one that I love, when you go to Starbucks and they ask you your name, say Avon lady. Then when that drink is ready, they're like, Avon lady, your drink is ready, Avon lady. I like to give it a couple of minutes. I had my phone out. Avon lady. Avon lady. Oh yes, that's me. Because now everybody's looking like, where's the Avon lady? Her drink is ready. Give it a beat. Side note, side tip. But all of those methods that we use to grow our business are ways for us to connect with people. So when you're out there and you're nervous, because for me, walking out with that cart and going around and talking to people was terrifying. But I made my mom drop me off and leave so that I didn't quit and go back home. I had to, and I wanted to get rid of those books. Otherwise, I would have to lug them back to our prearranged meeting place. So, I didn't want to go back and say I failed. So I would get rid of those brochures. Play those games with yourself if you have to. But what is important is that you make those connections. We have to speak to people. It is not enough to post 3 to 10 You know, I sell Avon. This is my e-store. This is my e-store post on our website. Those are great too. Not 10 of them though. 1 to 3 a day, guys. But when you post, it's great, but that can't be your main source unless you have like a lot of friends on Facebook who are all willing to shop your store. And if it works for you, fine. But most of us have to get the brochure in the hands of people. Now that you have the social media app where you could text people, still text people your brochure, but also, you know, in the same way, you can't text someone the same brochure 3 times a day. So think about that with your social media. Vary your posts, vary the content, make good contact, because even when you're speaking to a person, you don't walk up to that person and say, "Hi, I'm Georgiana. Hi, I'm Georgiana. Hi, I'm Georgiana. I'm Georgiana. Look, guys, today I'm Georgiana." You vary it. You know, "I'm Georgiana. I'm an architectural designer. I sell Avon on the side. I have a family of 4. I like cats. I like dogs." You know, you talk about other things when you're talking to people. So your social media should kind of look like that. But side note, your goal is to just connect with people on social media as well as in person. But whatever you're doing, you want to be consistent with it. And then the last C is cater. And I know this is a weird one. Cater? What? We're not in the catering industry, but we are in the service industry. When we find new customers, we are servicing them. So we want to cater to their needs. We help them shop the products. We keep them of different sales that Avon has, whether it's through text, email, social media posts, or even a phone call. There's nothing wrong with a phone call to say, "Hey, I know you like Skin So Soft. Avon has a sale on it. How many can I get you?" Again, that goes back to positive connections. But when you're catering to your customers, you're providing a service that they find invaluable, a service that they appreciate, a service that is coded in your personality, because when they shop with the representative, they're shopping, I see some likes, they're shopping with you because they like you. So there's going to be interaction. When you cater to their needs, whether it's giving them a sample, telling them it's about the sales, you're providing a service that they will appreciate. So you want to be a good rep when you're dealing with your customers. Yes, there are going to be times where you can't deliver an order on time, or where life happens and you maybe miss a date. And that's why I'm thankful for all of my customers who are appreciative and not weird, because they don't freak out over those things. And in the same way, I don't freak out if they have to make a change, or stuff happens and I've had customers say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, something came up and I can't take the order from you this week. Can you hold it?" And they're all in a frazzle, and I'm like, "Chill, it happens. It's cool. I'll see you next week. Just give me a call when you're ready." So even in that, they're like, "Wow, I appreciate it." And I'm like, there are going to be times where I can't get the order to you in the time that I want. So, if little things, again, if they make a habit out of it, I know a lot of you are have to pay for the orders up front. Use your petty cash envelope, or, just be honest and say, "Look, I can't keep it. I can keep it for a day or 2, but, work something out." But communicate with them. This, I feel like sometimes we've taken the, the humanity out of things. We've made it so this is personal, this is rigid, this is how it goes, this is the way I'm supposed to do it, and, robotic, how we do things here. It doesn't have to be like that. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to let who you are shine through. And the people who shop with you will shop with you for that. But, just keep in mind that you are here to serve the customer. Like that old school adage, the customer is always right. I feel like that's one of the things that we could use a little more of. We're not here to beat our customers over the head to get them to spend more. We're not here to get them to buy products that they don't need. And I think that a lot of times when people think sales, they think of the used car salesman who's selling you a lemon. That's something that's not good. And that's honestly one of the things I like about this business, that our representatives, and maybe it's like that in all sales and all MLM. Avon is all I do, so that's all I know. But what I like about this business is that the representatives, for the most part, are interested in servicing the customers with great products and great service. So keep that in mind when you're going about and you're making your connections with people. So those are the 3 C's. Commit to yourself and to your business and your goals. If you say you're out there to set a $300 order, keep pushing until you get it and you'll start to see the results. Connect with people. Get out there and promote your business. Even if it's 1 person a day to start off, as you work your way up to doing 3 people a day or 5 people a day, or if you can't during the week because of other obligations, work, school, family, or whatever, and you're doing the power of 25 on the weekends. I did that for a long time. I couldn't get out during the week. So on Saturdays, I would give a couple of hours to just promoting my business. And I really did start to see it pay off. Now, after I've said all that about increasing your customer base and your sales, I'll be honest with you. When I started to be out there with events where I was looking to find recruits, other people who are interested in starting a business of their own and finding that financial freedom, I also found a lot of customers because there were people. I always lead with, could you use an extra income? Could you use an extra 200? Could you use an extra 500? Could you use an extra $1,000 in the next 90 days? Whatever that is. I always lead with that. Some people, it's not for them. Maybe they did it before, or they're not interested, it's the wrong timing, whatever it is. Those people will become customers. But again, it's because I'm out there making those connections, promoting my business, wearing my little Avon button when I'm on the street to talk to people, giving out the brochures, giving out sample packs, whatever it is. All of those are ways for you to connect. So start doing more of them. If you're not seeing your sales where you want to be, if you're not seeing your customer base growing the way you want to be. When I started doing prospecting events, I couldn't handle all the customers. And it got to the point where I was saying to my team members, okay, look, this is a customer in your area, help her out because I can't deliver to her. She's kind of out of my way. And I can't service her the way I want to. So when I was doing those events, I was starting to see, really big growth in my customer base. So start doing events and start promoting your business to connect with people. Don't go out there with the idea of I'm prospecting or I'm recruiting. Even though that's what you're doing, you're out there to make connections and build relationships with people. Keep that in mind. And lastly, cater to their needs. Find them products that they love. Show them the sales and the offers. Let them see what great products Avon has. How the Avon business, if you're talking about the opportunity, I know it's not what I'm talking about tonight, but by habit, that's what I talk about. But if you're showing them how the Avon opportunity could help them and their families. I've got a few customers who said, look, I love the products and I love Avon, but I'm at a place right now where I just can't afford to buy anything. And I said, well, what if you open your own account? You'd get at least 20 to 40% off. And a lot of them were like, I could have an account just to buy my own stuff. And I was like, yeah, why not? So there are a couple of my team members who are representative customers. That's why I say, don't knock where people are because it's their business and it's what they want. So, but it came from me talking to them and saying, having that relationship, that connection with them where they felt comfortable enough to talk about finances, because that's not something that happens easily. And I'll tell you a lot of, you always hear me say how blessed I am to have the customers I have. A lot of my customers have become friends. A lot of them I've known for years. So that gets back to, developing that connection. And for some strange reason, they like me. And I like them too. But that's because of the service that has been built up over time. So those are my tips, my 3 C's for building your customer base. So let's scroll up and see what questions we have here. Oh, Kathleen says she got an email from Avon several weeks ago about bringing in health and wellness to sell vitamins, etc. Great. So something like that is a new service that we'll be able to provide with our customers to have them order their health and wellness products from Avon as well. Anitra says that method is good, Avon lady. Oh yes, the Starbucks Avon lady. Anitra also recommends leaving the brochures in doctors' offices, PTA in schools. But the key is follow-up. Exactly. Yeah, we're all preaching to ourselves in these cases. Yeah, definitely follow up. Hey, Michelle, welcome. Okay, I'm glad that you were able to join, and I hope you find some of these tips helpful. But yeah, basically, guys, at the end of the day, Building your customer base is going to boil down to not how many people are in your area, not whether or not people want to buy, because like I said, I started off, I told myself, nobody wants to buy, nobody wants to sell. I'll never find anybody who wants to do this. I'll never find people who want to order enough. And I've been able to hit President's Club or Honor Society. I've hit President's Club consistently for the last, I don't know how many years. I want to say 10. And I've been an Honor Society member twice. And for President's Club, it's $10,000 in sales for the year. For Honor Society, it's $20,000 in sales for the year. So there are people who are interested in purchasing the products. We just have to find them, connect with them, and develop strong relationships with them and their families so that they'll refer us. All right, so great job, guys. Thank you for sharing your wins, and I hope you find this helpful. As usual, if you have questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to help. And again, if I don't know, I will find someone who does, or someone in this group chat will be able to answer. Kathleen says, great idea to encourage the customers to open their own Avon account. Yes, I do that for two reasons. Not only because, you know, the service aspect of letting them know that they can get their products at a discount. I want my stuff at a discount, so I'm pretty sure other people do too. But because if you don't tell them, someone else will come and sign them up and they'll go register with someone else. And I tell my team this all the time because a lot of my team members used to say, well, if I sign up my customers, first of all, you will not sign up all your customers because not everybody wants to sell. But they'll say, you know, if I sign up all my customers, I won't have any customers and then I'll be out of business. But if you don't offer to your customers, if they want to, or if they need that extra income, or if they're interested in making that extra money, whatever reason, when they see the opportunity come as a commercial on TV, when they see the link on the Facebook page or the website, or when they just start to say, hey, look, I could do this myself, they're still going to go online and register with someone else. And they're probably going to end up on another representative's team. So don't be closed off to offering the opportunity to them. I have a lot of representatives on my team who started in this business because they said, you know, I was bringing in $500 orders and I said, you know, I could keep the commission on this. And they went online and signed up. I've got a lot of representatives. A few years ago, I had a representative who says she was collecting orders for her representative, and the representative never told her she could have her own account. And I ran into her on the street. We were doing an event and we were talking about it, and we brought up conversation about the opportunity, and she said, no, I don't want to sell. And she was like, you know, I order and I purchase from someone, and I was like, oh, okay, great. She read over the information and she was like, 40% discount? She's like, I could sell? And she's like, okay, I'm going to sign up. And she registered right there on the spot. We try to tell them you could speak with your representative. And I think in her particular case, she had asked her representative and the representative said something like, no, you don't want to do that. Go figure. Don't do that. If your customer wants to sign up, just sign them up. Don't tell them they can't, because they will find a way. They'll come back to people like me who will sign them up. So don't keep that from them. Definitely offer it to them. Don't push them. You know, don't threaten to stop servicing them if they don't want to sell. That's not what it's about. But let them know that they can and that you'll be more than happy to train them and work with them. All right, so great, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in with this live stream, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all next week and hearing your wins and about the success that you're celebrating. And we'll all be keeping an eye out for Jessica Z on the Campaign Central for Campaign 8. All right, guys. Thanks, guys.